Hello everyone. Last year I received 2 GPUs. While I had fun with them, neither of them are my main one. In fact, it was really only in the last month that my current rig truly felt complete after the recent purchase of a part. Let me explain. When I built my current PC, I primarily gamed on it, but I also did occasionally edit videos and run AI tasks. Now, I like to experiment with these same tasks or other tasks that I didn't mention. But for this review, I'm not going to focus so much on the performance of it, but rather the experience of daily driving it. I will still showcase a handful of games running on it. So in the meantime, let me switch gears here for a few minutes. Let's start with how we got here. First, in May of 2023, my RX 6800 XT suffered a welder's arc because at the time, I didn't know there was a bad circuit in the house. Let's just say I learned a very valuable lesson as I was unfortunate enough not to have any insurance on it. As a result, I had to go out and purchase a new card. That meant I needed to take a trip to my local micro center. When I arrived, the only ones they had in stock were the RTX 40 series and the RX 7000 series. To be honest, the pricing on the RTX 40 series was a big turnoff to me. After looking through their inventory, me and the sales associate settled on the Sapphire Nitro Plus RX 7900 XTX. At the time, it was $1,029 United States, that is, brand new, thereby making it one of the cheapest models that you could buy of said card at the time. For context, a lot of them were running above $999. Excited by this purchase, I installed it in my rig the same day. Since then, it has brought me a lot of enjoyment. Let me give you a small taste of what this gaming looks like on, quote, paper for me. In this test, I will be using my main rig with the following parts in it. For the CPU, we have a Ryzen 7 5700X 3D with PBO turned on, 32 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance low profile, 3200 megatransfers, cast latency of 16. For the motherboard, we're using the ASRock X570 Taichi. No adjustments except for the resizable bar turned on so we can enable the smart access memory. For the CPU cooler, I'm using Noctua's NH-D15 Chromax Black. And for the main drive, we're using the Acer Predator GM7000, the 2TB version. For the GPU, like I said, we're using Sapphire's Nitro Plus RX 7900 XTX. The power supply in question is the Corsair RM850E. The case it's in is the Lian Li LandCool 216. All testing was completed on the 24.7.1 Radeon Adrenalin drivers. We also used the latest chipset drivers available to us as of August. For the monitor, it was the Samsung Odyssey Neo G8, the mini LED version, and we did all of this at 4K resolution. As you can see, the performance is definitely solid. There really has not been too many games where this GPU falls short of high-end gaming. Now, this does lead me to the good and the bad about it. These days, the numbers of bugs, glitches, or crashes I experience is almost none. Radeon has come a long way in terms of software stability. I can use the entire Adrenalin suite. Really doesn't miss a beat. Temperatures overall are insanely cool for the amount of power I use. For context, I typically leave it at stock, and this card is usually set to consume anywhere from 400 to about 450 watts of power. And with my custom fan curvature, I get temperatures around 65 Celsius, with the hot spots reaching close to about 72-75 Celsius. My CPU in most games uses about 70 watts, with average temperatures around 55 Celsius under load and 28 Celsius to 30 Celsius when it's not running in anything. That said, I have the rear of the case set for exhaust, and let me tell you, it makes a great space here during the colder months. But in all seriousness, when editing in Film or Wondershare, which is what I use for my audio and video work, the timelines are buttery smooth. No stutters, no hiccups, no crashes. they certainly have become a viable option for professional tasks. Now, sadly, the audio-video desyncing issues that have been reported for over a year now when using AV1 and recording using Radeon Relive is still happening. The good news, though, is that AMD has come out with a statement and said that a fix is coming between September and October of 2024. Now, I got to admit, the monitor that I chose for this was fantastic. The gaming is clear, it is sharp, it is smooth, and because it has a high HDR rating, HDR content on it is amazing. It really hits all the right spots. I'll probably do a separate review on that monitor. CPU is the best CPU I ever touched or experienced. With it, my games load with ease and respond to my controls quickly. The price at $200 to $220 is perfect, and in most games, it will perform close to what a Ryzen 7 7700 Non-X or an i5 13600K gets. Now, for an older platform, AM4 has aged well, and it does get my full recommendation for the best budget platform out there on desktop. With that said, I got to admit, I thoroughly enjoyed this review. I'm hoping to get another 2 years off these parts before I upgrade again. Lord knows, though, my enthusiasm might get the better of me. We'll see. But to sum all this up, I would recommend this system for anyone wanting to game or create at 4K. The only caveat is that this card is still not under $900 US. Mind you, it'll be 2 years in December since they launched. If they can drop the pricing any lower soon, then I could be more willing to recommend the GPU in the current market. If you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and share it. In the meantime, I have a lot of other projects I am currently working on. If all goes well, you should see these come out a lot sooner than this one did. In the meantime, y'all take care. God bless and peace.